What's up, guys? So, to start, I just found out through much stupidity and swearing, but so I was worried about, if while I'm streaming, or not streaming, recording. Oh god, this is already going good. But so while I'm recording, it's inevitable that certain pieces of information about me and where I live and things will come out. So I just wanted to start this video off, which is basically like a channel explanation of what my YouTube channel is, or is probably going to be, because again, I only have like 5 videos up. But anyway, I'm trying to keep this short. So I got like a list of bullet points, and the first one is doxing. So I thought I would just start this off by saying, please don't dox me if you find out any like information. Again, it's like inevitable that things will slip out, and I review all my content, so hopefully I will catch all the things that I say and prevent any potential doxing. But at the same time, if you have the means and ability to do so, and the desire to do so, I would sincerely request that you do not dox me. And I was also having, prior to recording this, major concerns about my friend's information being broadcast on, again, my YouTube channel when I go to upload these videos. However, uh, dipshit didn't realize you can't actually record when you're not in the middle of gameplay. You can only record gameplay. So hopefully, I was having like a big fiasco. I was freaking out. I even emailed Sony Entertainment Interactive PR person just now before I figured this out, like asking how I hide my friends' names who are friends with me on my PlayStation Network account, because every time you turn on, you go to the home page of your, well, for me it's a PS4 Pro, it just shows you the what's new app, and all their information pops up, what games they're playing, what they're doing. And I was really concerned that if I recorded, anytime like a game crashes, it goes obviously to the PS4 home and brings that what's new thing front and center and shows you what your friends are doing. It's real annoying. So I don't regret sending that email anyway, because Sony should find some way to make it so you don't have to see that stuff somehow, or you can at least hide your friends' information. But for anybody who's curious, you can't record um you can only record gameplay. So when I guess if like we ever have like a game crash or something, it'll probably automatically cut the recording off. Hopefully, so hopefully none of my friends, have their real names exposed through this stupid YouTube channel. So, and again, for my sake, if you find out anything about me, I mean, I put a disclaimer in the about thing of this channel that everybody, all names and people and persons and stories are fictitious. Don't try to look them up. Don't try and find me. Don't come to my house. Don't, none of that. So that's the basic thing. So now, second bullet point going on. Thank you guys for subscribing and watching the videos. I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting, 0 subscribers for at least a month or two or something. Like, I just wasn't expecting really much of anything. So, this channel's still in its infancy, so obviously any subscribing is extremely appreciated, and also any sharing would be appreciated, because again, I'm still trying to find an audience for whatever the hell this is, this weird ranting let's plays that are just completely incoherent, much like it is right now. And yeah, I really appreciate it, and any likes are appreciated. I mean, I don't get too razzle dazzled about that yet. We'll see where the channel goes. Maybe I'll start like being really, I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I really don't, you know, want to shove that down your guys' throat, like, oh, like and subscribe and share and yada yada yada. But at the same time, I'm trying to, again, find an audience for this shit if you guys, want to watch it. I also, I recommend not ringing the bell, because I never ring the bell or whatever it is on any of the YouTube channels I follow, because I actually turn off notifications for YouTube. I get for some people, if they're not neurotic about, watching YouTube 24/7 like I do, then yeah, having notifications might be helpful. So if you want to do that, cool. I don't know how that benefits me. I don't know how that benefits you. to me, it's just annoying. So don't feel pressured to do that. I'm not going to ask you guys to do that. Subscribing, I'll ask you guys to do because it does make me feel good about myself, and I enjoy that quite a good deal. But, yeah, other than that, here, let's get some beautiful... I love Final Fantasy VIII. But anyway, getting distracted already. But, yeah, just, thank you guys. And, anybody, new to the channel, if you, this is going to be, again, like a channel explanation, so if you send anybody this way, like, if you share it, which would be, again, greatly appreciated, even if it's just word of mouth, like, hey, there's this guy who plays games and, rants. Cool. Thank you, guys. So, channel name. When I recorded the raw footage for Star Wars Squadrons, I did not have the YouTube channel didn't exist. I was just, I went into it, hit record, and just whatever happened, and I was like, we'll figure out what the channel name is later. Now, I've had that channel name, this channel, Schizophrenic Cooking Channel, hooray, we got the name, has been, like, in my back pocket for, like, 5 years. There's not really like a big thing. It probably just popped in my head. I was like, Schizophrenic Cooking Channel, and it has a nice ring to it. I like it. I'm a huge fan of Anthony Burgess's. I think that's the author's name. I think I'm getting that right. A Clockwork Orange. I love that book. The movie is great. I love it. And when you read the author's aside thing at the beginning of A Clockwork Orange, he basically says that the point of the name A Clockwork Orange is that it has no point. So I was kind of wanted to do something goofy and creative, in that vein. So, is this a cooking channel? No, it's not a cooking channel. Will I upload videos of me cooking? I actually have plans to do so further down the line. I mean, hang on, we're skipping things. That's in channel plans. That's a couple, dockets down from where we're at now. But I just wanted to explain the name. The point of the name is that it's kind of goofy. It's like, you think it's going to be a cooking channel, and then there's no cooking videos, and the word schizophrenia is in there, which is fun. So, I don't know. The channel name just, again, has a nice ring to it. So, if you came here expecting cooking videos, you're in the wrong place. I'm sorry. It's misleading, and that's kind of the point. So, if you're frustrated, I get it. Sorry. But this is just another Let's Play channel. Okay, VR content. So, that's the next thing. I feel like I kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit. I mean, it probably wasn't a big deal, and it could carve out a nice little niche for me doing that Star Wars Squadrons VR footage, which is just me in the PSVR, screen capturing it, and again, ranting. And as much as that was awesome, and I enjoy it, I don't want this to be like a VR channel, though I do plan on doing more VR content, so if you enjoyed that, great, but I kind of forgot, even though I had the barf bucket ready to go for when I inevitably puked playing VR, which didn't happen, by the way. Didn't happen yet. I don't want to jinx it. Has not happened. But I will continue to do VR content as much as I can, especially Star Wars Squadrons. I absolutely had a blast playing that and ranting, and when I reviewed the footage, it was great. From coming from very low expectations of a first-time YouTuber who literally just sat down, put a microphone in front of my face, and hit record, and then that was it. So I was pretty thrilled with that, and I have every intention of doing that. I want to do Minecraft VR. There's a couple other VR games that I'm interested in playing. During the Let's Play, I mentioned that Skyrim VR used to make me sick. I don't know if if it was just some fluke, but yeah, I was 100% expecting to get sick playing a VR game based on my previous experiences with not only Skyrim VR, but I forgot I've also did a tiny bit of Resident Evil 7 has a VR mode, and I played a little bit of that, and I can't remember if that made me sick or not as well as the Skyrim does after 30-40 minutes. So we can go back and try some of those games again and see if I've just built up a resistance to not getting nauseous during VR content. But I do want to add non-VR content to the channel just so I can, again, broaden the audience. It wasn't my intention to make it a VR channel, so I know it's all that's on the channel currently other than this goofy, channel synopsis explanation update. Well, I mean, it can't really be an update because the channel just started, so I'm like updating the beginning, but it's like the mission statement of the channel. But okay, so that's enough about VR content. Will I do more VR content? Yes. Do I enjoy VR content? Yes. Do I want to do it as much as I can without getting sick? Yes. Will I still do it even if it makes me sick? I can be a feature of the channel. I can puke. It can be funny. You can be like, hey, this guy played Minecraft VR and a creeper exploded and he puked. It's awesome. So yes, but keep in mind, if I start like Let's Plays, again, if you guys in the comments when this channel is so, there's so few subscribers, if you comment, I'm going to see it. So if you guys are like, hey, do Skyrim anyway, even though it makes you sick in VR, I'll do it. Oh, I totally will do it. And I'll enjoy it, because I love playing Skyrim VR, even though it makes me sick. But keep in mind, I have a bunch of health conditions, and I'm type 1 diabetic. I work overnights. Retail drains me completely of all energy. And yeah, I have like acid reflux. It's all kinds of bad. So if I get sick enough, I might have to start or stop certain playthroughs for health reasons. So, I mean, if I start like a Skyrim VR playthrough, I might have to stop it because I get sick. It might just be like Star Wars Squadrons jives with me, doesn't make me sick in VR. I don't know what the deal is. Again, I might have built up an immunity. We can go back and we can do Resident Evil 7 in VR, which I don't know how fun that would be, because spoilers, I don't really get scared. Honestly, I'm not one of these, YouTubers who shrieks and screams at everything, which is fun. I have a lot of YouTubers that I watch and I enjoy that. I don't get scared. Okay. Thumbnails. This one will be quick. I'm sorry about the quality of my thumbnails. The actual video quality when you click on it is good. I was really impressed that YouTube didn't like squash it down too much. I know 720p isn't fantastic. It's not 60 frames. It's not 1080p, but I'm content with it. I'm kind of, I don't know what you would call it. Content with like anything above 240p is fine by me. My phone screen makes everything look amazing. So if it's at least at 360p, it looks beautiful. So I don't know if you guys are in the same boat. Maybe you guys are more discerning and you can actually see, things in detail, unlike my blind ass. So, again, we're skipping things. That's leading into something else that I haven't addressed yet. Okay. So influences, this is going to be quick too. But anyway, thumbnails, I want to work better at doing better thumbnails. I'm learning how to do it. I have no background in Photoshop or Flash or any kind of editing thing. Again, just like how PlayStation makes recording dead easy, I need something that's like cranogram, which I don't know if that's a real word that I made up during my stream or not, but on rails, just simple, like, oh, here's how you make a YouTube banner, here's how you make a YouTube thumbnail, and it's, point and click, easy mode. But I am looking into doing that, because I know the thumbnails are the one thing that I was kind of disappointed with. You look at, like, the image, and it just shows, like, the picture of the cockpit, and it looks like it's in, I don't know, PlayStation 1 graphics, like, just pixels you can see. So I know the thumbnails are bad. That's what I'm getting at. I know the thumbnails are bad. They're probably going to stay bad for a while until, if the channel, picks up, then I'll look into doing better thumbnails. But, influences. So my two favorite YouTubers are Al Chessbreach and Some Guy 2000, who is currently on hiatus and has been for a couple months. Al is still active. I love those guys, and I kind of wanted my channel to kind of sit like in between them. As much as an ambitious goal, I'm definitely not saying my channel is anywhere near their quality or niche or hitting the same notes that they do even, but part of the reason I liked them so much was I always kind of thought of it like as I'm like 60% Some Guy 2000 and like 40% Al, where I kind of have some of Al's goofy laughing and singing and kind of lighthearted antics, and then most of it is Some Guy 2000's rambling, drunken, jaded as hell, kind of cynical. And I did have a almost like Some Guy 2000 freak out in episode 2 of my Star Wars Squadrons playthrough, which I'm very proud of. If you enjoy, as much as I love Some Guy 2000's freakouts. Like, the angrier he gets at the game and the more he swears and the more cracked out things he says, the more I enjoy it. So I was glad that I was able to, again, not quite go as far as some guy does, but anyway, I just wanted to shout out my two favorite YouTubers who inspired me, and I think I kind of emulate if you're looking for content that's similar to this and, in my opinion, better than what I do. Check out Some Guy 2000, check out Alchess Breach, subscribe to them. Their stuff's way better than mine. Okay. So channel plans. I'm stupid. I kind of, again, in my rambling nature, I skipped to that, and basically all it is that I might do cooking videos. I know I haven't put my face in any of my videos yet because I'm lazy. We're probably going to stick to this format. Um, Let's plays with commentary of various games are going to be like the bread and butter of this channel. They're going to be probably for the first couple months. Again, I work overnight retail and I don't have much energy to put into this. So it's super easy to just hit record and then ramble like I'm doing now and make like a YouTube channel out of it. So that's going to be the plan, is Let's Plays with commentary is going to be the main thing. However, I am a guitarist and I'd love to do like gear demos and gear reviews, which will feature, camera work, require more editing, and again, better thumbnails, hopefully, than what I, do for like the Let's Plays and stuff. The Let's Plays I want to keep dead easy, no editing. I'm trying to avoid editing as much as possible because that seems to be what burns out YouTubers the most, is doing like the editing and reviewing. So I'm trying to just get everything right on the first take and failing miserably. But that's kind of the goal. So it's gonna be, for like the first few months, if I gain more subscribers, if people actually start watching this crap, I'll try and branch out. This is gonna be a mixed content channel. It's just, again, Let's Plays with commentary, but then there's gonna be weird shit in there. And I do have plans to do like skits. I have skits written that I've been wanting to do forever, which may or may not come to fruition. Again, gear demos of guitars and guitar pedals and equipment. I love gear demos. Want to get into doing some of those. Those will be on this channel if I do them. I collect, and again, when I have the time and energy, which is not very often, I practice swordsmanship. I love swords. I own a ton of swords. I'll do those cutting videos with the really crappy faux Celtic metal slow motion cutting water bottles. Everybody will cringe. Everybody will hate it. It's a schizophrenic cooking channel. I can do whatever the hell I want. It's all cracked out. Maybe I'll put techno in there and, add a filter of me cutting water bottles with swords. And again, everybody will hate it. But yeah, this is, again, so long story short and boring, Let's Plays with commentary is the main thing, but it's a mixed content channel, so if you see weird shit in there, my neighbor has a horse. I fed it a carrot for the first time a couple weeks ago and had a lot of fun. It bit the shit out of my finger. I kind of want to replicate that and try and record it this time. So I might upload a video of me feeding my neighbor's horse a carrot, and it's like, well, it's a schizophrenic cooking channel. It's, whatever. But, so the next thing is video length, which, this was supposed to be like a 10-minute video. I might exceed that. I'm trying to keep it short. We're almost done. There's like 2 more things. But, PS4 says that the shorter a video you record, it ups the quality, so I can cut the videos back to 30 minutes. I think there's like 25, 20, 15, 10, and 5. There's increments, but it kind of jumps from 30 minutes to an hour. Again, personally, as somebody who consumes a lot of YouTube content, I prefer the hour-long videos. Whenever my YouTubers put up like an hour-long video, especially like some guy would do like 3-hour-long like Kenshi videos and stuff. I loved that, the longer content stuff. I mean, you can always pause it and come back to it. You can skip through it and just, take bite-sized chunks of it. It's kind of there for you. It's like a permanent stream. It's like a whole stream that's just consistent in there, and you can always come back to it. So I personally like that. And again, the video quality, thumbnails excluded, was good enough for me. It looked fantastic on my TV. I reviewed the footage a second time on the phone. It looked great on the phone. So I don't know how bourgeoisie you want to be about it if it needs to be 1080p, and I don't know what the quality increments are. But long story short, again, this channel is small, so if you comment in the comments and you're like, hey, cut your videos back to 30 or 15-minute increments and just do more of them, I'd be willing to do that. But again, just only based on my preferences and opinions, I like the hour-long thing. It works. And it cuts it into chunks where, again, being type 1 diabetic, I can take an hour-long, after that hour's up, I go pee, I go get a drink, and make sure I'm not dying from, not doing my insulin or whatever, and then it's fine. It works for me. If it works for you, fantastic. This channel's going to jive with you. If not, let me know in the comments, and again, I can change. We can do shorter videos. So that's video length. Possible issues. This one, again, will be short. So my house is kind of like from like the 1800s, and the electrical wiring is not that great. So my room and the front living room run off of the same circuit breaker. So short and boring. There's the potential, it's happened before, where the circuit breaker will trip and some of my content might be interrupted. So far, we've been running strong, but right now, as the time of this recording, it is February. The weather is beautiful. I live in, again, don't dox me, but I live in Arizona. So at some point, I'm going to have to turn on the air conditioner, which is loud. It's right in my window right there. And as good as this microphone is at not picking up background noise, I feel like the air conditioner running is going to be like it's like, a character. It's like a feature of the channel is the air conditioner being running. So when the air conditioner is running, it draws more electricity, it makes noise. That's something to be aware of. And we might, I'll probably mention it. Like, obviously, if the recording abruptly stops, hopefully we don't get, footage corrupted from the circuit breaker tripping and the power going out. But that does happen. It's a possibility. Usually during the winter when we're running, like, the space heaters, that's what really causes the circuit breaker to trip, is running those, because they draw a lot of current, those, space heaters. But obviously the air conditioner draws a lot of current too. So when I'm running, like, all this recording equipment, the VR, the TV screen has to be on for whatever goofy reason. Even if I'm playing in VR, it has to be on. Oh, to provide audio, obviously I wouldn't be able to hear the game through the speakers, but I guess the VR has like a audio jack, so I don't know what the deal with that is, but anyway, that's like enough rambling. I mean, I might have more things to do. No, it's like you just started your YouTube channel and you had to do a YouTube channel update, and I'm probably gonna have to do another one because I probably missed like 20 things, and this went on rambling for a while. So short-term plans, if you stuck around through this video, thank you for listening to me ramble. Again, this is just kind of like a place you can send people if you're like, okay, you recommend my channel, and people are like, what is the channel about? Well, I just explained everything in unnecessary depth and detail, so now they know everything. But that's basically it. Short-term plans for future videos. Again, I have like a backlog of games on PS4 that I've bought, which is mainly going to be what I'm recording and playing on. I do have a Mac Mini, which I had ambitions to install Windows on, which I did, which I had ambitions to run an external graphics card, which I bought the external graphics card holder thingy-mabobber, but then, at the time of this recording, we are in graphics card apocalypse. There are no graphics cards, or if you want to buy them, they are being scalped at, like, 10 times what they cost MSRP, so I kind of gave up on the idea of getting my weird Frankenstein Mac Mini running Windows through an external graphics card thing going. Eventually, I'd love to do that. I'd love to do a Kenshi playthrough. I know there's way more games. My Steam library is filled with games that I have no ability to play because the Mac Mini graphics on its own cannot even play Tetris, unfortunately. That's just the sad state of affairs. But I do have the ability, maybe, if the graphics card situation ever, clears up and I can get, some RX 5700 XT for less than $400, I'd definitely be willing to do that, and then we can start doing non-PlayStation content. But for the time being, everything's going to be pretty much PlayStation, and over the past 3 years, I have played almost no video games, but I've been buying them, like, constantly. So I have a backlog of all kinds of games we can play. That's why I wanted to record the home screen of the PlayStation thing outside of gameplay so you guys could see how many games I have and what our options are for playing. But short term, I want to do Minecraft VR because that sounds fun as hell, even though, again, it's kind of pigeonholing me into this VR YouTube channel kind of thing. And then I want to do something that's non-VR. Again, I have a backlog of so many games that I can pick to do commentary. If you guys have recommendations, again, I work overnight retail, so I'm not loaded with money. But, you know, I'll be willing. Like, if you guys are like, hey, I'd love to see you do commentary of this game, yeah, you just, you know, comment, recommend it. The channel's small, I'll probably see the recommendation, and I'll probably do it. So we got Final Fantasy VIII pulled up right here. I might do a playthrough of that. I don't know. I follow, like, a Final Fantasy VIII fan page, and people are pushing their playthroughs of Final Fantasy VIII, and not to be a complete asshole, but their commentary is just weird. Which, I mean, mine is. It's a schizophrenic cooking channel. But see, that's the thing, is like, it would be Final Fantasy VIII with me rambling about things that have nothing to do with Final Fantasy VIII. When they do commentary, it's always like, oh, this is what you need to do, this is the card playing, this is the strategy, this is how I feel about the game. Whereas me, you know, I'm just talking about, you know, playing metal guitar and throwing up while playing, you know, it's completely irrelevant and stupid. But anyway, thank you guys. So again, just, you know, yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. So we got Minecraft VR. I'm probably going to play, again, no promises. My upload schedule is going to be really weird. I was supposed to record gameplay footage sometime during the week this week. I fell into like a deep depression after a massive, like, you know, when I recorded the Squadrons footage, it put me on a massive high, and then I fell just straight into a massive, like, some guy level depression where I just kind of dropped off and whoop, almost knocked the controller there, and didn't do anything. So I didn't record any footage over the week while I was working my overnight retail job, you know, just dying constantly. So again, that kind of limits how much I can do, but I'm super excited to get more into recording. I had so much fun. So Metro Exodus is probably the non-VR game that I'm probably going to record either today or tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, so more non-VR content, so people who the VR makes nauseous and can't watch it can get into my channel. I mean, again, we're just starting up, so I'm gonna kind of do whatever the hell. But anyway, thanks guys, and again, if you want to share this around, I'm trying to find weird people who want to watch this crap. So recommendations, video length, comment that in there. Yeah, and see you guys.